Hey guys, welcome back to Lamelli Armory. Today we'll be looking at the Ruger Security 380. Alright, so the Ruger Security 380 is going to come shipped in this white box. Let's take a look inside. So up here you'll have the congratulations on your new Ruger firearm. Then down inside we get our instruction manual, Ruger Security 380 light rack. Make sure to go through that. Get a Ruger sticker. Different pamphlets here. You can go in their shop, buy additional sportswear, magazines. And then at the bottom here, get a speed loader, an extra magazine. This one's going to be a 15-round magazine, metal mag. And it does come with this sleeve. And also an additional magazine base plate. In case you don't want the pinky extension there, you want a flush fit, you can change that. Also with the Ruger logo at the bottom here. Of course, your lock. And here's the Ruger Security 380. You have this little yellow band here. And here's the pinky extension. So if you didn't want the pinky extension, you can switch it out with this flat base here. Alright guys, let's take a closer look at the Ruger Security 380. So this is going to be chambered in 380 ACP. I'm going to show you that the firearm is clear, so nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. So this is a 10-round magazine with the pinky extension. This one over here is going to be the 15-round magazine. I'll show you what that looks like. So here, you get more full-size grip. I like that they include this sleeve here, so I'm going to remove this. So it would just be a little bit awkward, uncomfortable, still grippable, but I really do like this sleeve that comes with the set here. So there's the 15-round magazine, and then here's the 10-round magazine, the little pinky extension. Alright, so starting here at the grip, you're going to see the Ruger logo here. And I'm using the 15-round magazine for this demonstration here because it's honestly the most comfortable. You have texturing here in the back strap, on the sides, and then some in the front here. So all the way around you're actually going to get a good grip. Moving to the magazine release, it is not ambidextrous, but you can switch it to the other side. You do have a positive ejection here. And then over here in the trigger guard, you can see that there is a trigger blade safety. And you have some serrations here at the front if you like to shoot with your index finger up here. And also 3-slot Picatinny rail, so you can mount lights and lasers. Then moving up here closer to the slide, you do have a manual safety. Go. And then here's your slide release. It's not ambi. And this is going to be how you take down, which I'll demonstrate here shortly. And looking at the rear and the sights, so this is internal hammer fired. It's not striker fired. So there is a hammer. You rack the slide, you can kind of see the hammer right there. And that's going to strike your firing pin. And then you have blacked out rear sights with green front fiber optic sight. And I really do like these high-vis sights here. Makes follow-up shots really easy with that green at the front. So you do have a window here for checking to see if your firearm's chambered. So you can just look at that, see if you see brass, then you know you're loaded, or you can just do a press check, of course. Moving to the front here, you have slide cuts, so making the slide even lighter than what it already is. Unique thing about the Ruger Security 380, as it mentioned before, it's a light rack, so it literally takes no effort to rack the slide. It's so easy. It's almost compared to, well, pretty much compared to the Smith & Wesson EZ. So if you have trouble with grip strength or racking slides of other pistols, because I know some of the recoilless springs are really tough, especially out of the box, but this one out of the box is actually really smooth. It takes little to no effort. So I definitely recommend this to anyone with weak grip strength, or even if you're just starting out. The 380 ACP is going to give you more power than a 22 LR, but obviously not as much as a 9, so it's not going to have as much recoil. But definitely would recommend picking one of these up. Let's go ahead and check out some of that range footage. Alright, so Security 380. Alright, now let's go over the disassembly with the Security 380. So obviously you always want to make sure that your firearm's clear. And so this little pin here, I'm going to move the slide back where it lines up, that groove. What you can do is grab a flathead, just pop that out. So here's a little pin, and then just slide it forward. No need to pull the trigger. So here's the slide. Here's the recoil spring and guide rod. Show you the barrel. Nice and clean. And here is the internals of the slide. That's where the hammer strikes the firing pin here. And then here's the frame. Very simple, very easy. Now we'll put this back together. So start with your barrel. Make sure that locks down in place. Then the recoil spring. So you want the flat piece up against here and the open piece here toward the front. And then just glide this on the rails. Line this back up. So I like to just grab it right there. Grab your pin. You'll hear that click. And then just check for function. So here's the trigger and the reset. Kind of long reset. And here's the wall, the brake. And there you go. I appreciate you all watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.